Imagine being hunted by more than 5,000 American and Mexican soldiers while leading fewer than 40 warriors. Month after month, they searched deserts, mountains, and canyons, yet they still couldn't catch him. His enemies feared him, his people respected him, and his name would become one of the most famous in American history. This is the story of Geronimo, the legendary Apache warrior who refused to surrender. Geronimo was born in 1829 near the Gila River in what is now Arizona. His Apache name was Goyaa, meaning the one who yawns. He belonged to the Bedonkohe band of the Chiricahua Apache, a people who survived in one of the harshest landscapes in North America. From childhood, he learned to hunt, track animals, ride horses, and survive in the desert. Every young Apache boy was expected to become strong enough to protect his family and tribe. His courage quickly became legendary. Geronimo fought beside his men instead of hiding behind them. He led daring raids, disappeared into the mountains before soldiers could respond, and inspired the Apache with his fearlessness. As a young man, Geronimo wasn't known as a chief or even a famous warrior. He lived a peaceful life with his wife, children, and family. But in 1858, everything changed forever. While the Apache men were away on a trading trip, Mexican soldiers attacked their camp. When Geronimo returned, he found his mother, his wife, and his 3 young children had all been killed. The loss shattered him. Later in life, Geronimo said the pain never left him. From that day on, he vowed to fight anyone who threatened his people. That tragedy transformed an ordinary Apache into one of history's greatest warriors. His courage quickly became legendary. Geronimo fought beside his men instead of hiding behind them. He led daring raids, disappeared into the mountains before soldiers could respond, and inspired the Apache with his fearlessness. Geronimo understood the land better than any army ever could. The deserts, mountains, hidden caves, and narrow canyons became his greatest weapons. His warriors could travel for days with little water, move silently through rough terrain, and disappear without leaving a trace. Soldiers often searched the wrong valleys, while Geronimo's group had already crossed into another mountain range. Many Apache believed Geronimo possessed spiritual protection that made him nearly impossible to kill. Whether that belief was true or not, he survived battle after battle while leading some of the most daring escapes in American history. By the 1880s, the United States government ordered all Apache people onto reservations. Geronimo refused to stay. Escaping with a small group of followers, he launched one final campaign for freedom. The U.S. Army responded with one of the largest manhunts in American history. More than 5,000 soldiers, supported by Apache scouts and Mexican forces, searched for fewer than 40 Apache men, women, and children. Despite the overwhelming numbers, Geronimo repeatedly escaped capture. His group traveled mostly at night, rested in hidden mountain passes, and knew every water source across the desert. For months, they stayed one step ahead of the army. Newspapers across America began writing about the elusive Apache warrior. To some, he was a hero defending his homeland. To others, he was one of the most wanted men in the West. Either way, his legend continued to grow. After years of constant fighting, exhaustion finally caught up with Geronimo and his followers. In September 1886, he surrendered to General Nelson Miles, becoming one of the last major Native American leaders to lay down his weapons. But surrender did not bring freedom. Geronimo and many Apache people were transported thousands of miles away and held as prisoners of war for more than 25 years. Even though the battles had ended, they were never allowed to return permanently to their homeland. As time passed, Geronimo became famous throughout the United States. He appeared in parades, attended public events, signed photographs, and even met President Theodore Roosevelt. Crowds admired the warrior whose name had once terrified armies. Yet despite his fame, he continued asking to return to Arizona. Every request was denied. In 1909, Geronimo died after developing pneumonia following a night exposed to freezing weather. He was 79 years old today. Geronimo remains one of the most recognized Native American warriors in history. His story is one of courage, resilience, sacrifice, and an unbreakable determination to protect his people against impossible odds. Whether remembered as a freedom fighter, a military genius, or a symbol of Apache resistance, his name continues to inspire people around the world.